Alright guys, Jeffrey here with Cutting Edge Lawn Equipment. I'm going to show you, I got two Vertex stand-up mowers here. One's a X series and one's a S. I'm going to show you guys how to adjust the tracking, and then I'm going to show you the differences between the S and the X series on how to adjust the tracking. But other than the different linkages, to actually adjust the tracking will be the same concept. I already checked my tire pressure on the machines and I got them set. I got the rears at 20. You can run them at 15 or 20, whichever you prefer. The tools you're gonna need, if you have an X series Vertex, you need a 9/16. The S series are gonna be a 1/2 inch. So on the X series, you have these turnbuckles here, and they do not have a locking nut. They have these springs that hold the tension on the turnbuckle. So essentially, you're gonna take your 9/16 and adjust it by just turning this turnbuckle. All right, you either turn it to the right or you're gonna turn it to the left. Whichever way we need to move this handle. Turning it to the left is going to push this handle forward and slow it down. If we need to speed it up, we're gonna turn this to the right. And then it'll speed up the left side. And then if you need to speed up or slow down the right side, then you're gonna turn this one on the right side that's hooked up to the handle. And same thing, you turn it to the right, tightening it, moves it back, and then loosening it will slow it down. So on the S series, you still have a turnbuckle to use to move your handles forward and back. The only differences between the X and the S is there's also a locking nut on the bottom of the turnbuckle and then up top. So you can loosen the locking nuts. The top one's going to be lefty-loosey and the bottom one's, you gotta turn it to the right to loosen it and then turn it to the left to tighten it. Once you do so, loosen the jam nuts, you can turn the turnbuckle and it will adjust the handle to wherever you need to go. So if you need to slow it down, you're going to turn it left. Then to speed it up on the left side, you turn it to the right and tighten it. Once you set your tracking on the S series, you want to tighten up your jam nuts. So we loosen the two that are right here by this turnbuckle, but you want to make sure the one down on the pump where it hooks up on the linkage isn't loose also. And if it is, you just want to tighten it up. So now I showed you how to adjust the tracking on the units. Now I'm going to adjust the tracking and you guys can watch. So you want to make sure you get on a flat surface somewhat and always run the unit at full throttle. I'm going to come towards you and then you'll be able to see the tracking slightly off. So my left side is slower on this unit, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed that side up a little bit using my 9/16, if I can find it. And there again, to speed it up, I'm just gonna turn the turnbuckle to the right and it'll speed up that handle that's slower. I'm going to readjust it a little bit more I have it too fast, so now I need to slow it just a little bit down. All right, now I have the Vertex S. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna run it at full throttle and see what tracking adjustments I need to do. All right, so this one's really far off. So the right side is way faster than my left side. So I'm gonna make my adjustments using my 1/2 inch. Same thing, I'm gonna turn my turnbuckle. I already have my jam nuts loose. I'm gonna turn it to the right, and that's gonna bring my handle back, which gives it more speed. All right, so real quick, cause this is, I don't stage any of it. So I was turning my turnbuckle, but it's already pretty maxed out on the top side of it. So being I have this jam nut loose, I loosened up my jam nut down on the pump itself, and then I'm gonna get a little bit more adjustment by just spinning this rod. And there again, I'm gonna turn it to the left, and that's gonna bring my handle farther back. All the units are different on how much you need the adjustment. So if you don't have enough adjustment with your turnbuckle, then you need to probably loosen your jam nut down there on the bottom and up here and actually turn the rod itself. Once I do that, I'm gonna restart it and see if the adjustments I made are good. That's way better. So now that my adjustment on my tracking is good, I'm gonna make sure I tighten all my jam nuts where they're not gonna come loose. And I can't forget about tightening up the one down on the bottom. If you hold one wrench on the turnbuckle, then you can really tighten the jam nuts good. And that one down on the bottom, you might have to push this handle forward to get it higher up so you can get a wrench on it. Once you're done with any type of adjustment, so you want to make sure your park and brake holds once you make your adjustments and it goes inside the slot so you can start your unit. All right, and that's how you adjust the tracking on your Vertex X series and S series. I hope the video helped you guys. I try to explain the differences between the two and explain how to adjust it the best of my ability. Make sure you come see us at Cutting Edge Lawn Equipment. Thanks for watching. Let's try to hit 1,000 subscribers, and Happy New Year's.